Greetings and salutations, Solo Guy here. Today, as part of the new year, turning over a new leaf perhaps, I wanted to do a review of Battlegroup's Overlord Beyond the Beaches book. Now, gotta understand that the main rules, and this is a used copy, first edition print, Battlegroup Kursk, which has the rules and Kursk in there, although I did buy Kursk as a separate thing because I got this afterwards, and you can see that on another video. But I want to focus on this because the original Overlord had D-Day, hitting the beaches, and then beyond the beaches. And what they've done since then, they've split it. And I understand why they would do that. Okay, but this is a supplement. It's not a standalone game. You have to have the rules in order to play this. But anyways, this is for the Battles of Normandy, 1944. And on the back, again, nice and attractive colors. Nice touch with the dead cow. Hey, that's war. That is true. This is what happened. Iron Fist Publishing with the Plastic Soldier Company logo. So it's 1944 Normandy. It includes the background, army lists, the special rules, scenarios, and the game data for this. And of course, the awesome wartime photos, okay? And if you really know what you're doing, you could look at some of the symbols here on the tanks and you would have an idea what unit that they were part of. Okay, and again, you're opened up, you already got a painting and a sketch in there. And again, you're already seeing beautifully done pictures, eye candy, because we all know we love the eye candy for this. And it goes into the table of contents, and it gives you an overview of Battlegroup Overlord. Okay, and then it's the battles for Normandy. So it tells you it gives you what happened on D-Day. So it gives you a definite background. And then, of course, what was going on for the battles of Normandy, ruling for scenarios in there. And again, pictures at that time that was there, because you have the Fallschirmjäger, the German airborne troops that were there. While they weren't dropping in by parachute, they were really elite light infantry, and they gave the Allies plenty of headaches in there. And like the other book, the Kursk part of the rulebook that I'd done earlier, it gives you an overview of the infantry weapons that they had. And they talk about the Garand rifle as far as the benefits of it, but did the American soldiers really take advantage of it? And then here, a recon screen, so it's another scenario that can be used. Again, it's depending on the size of the game, whether it's squad, platoon, company, or battalion. Okay, and here this gives you an historical battle, okay, and between the Poles and the Germans, okay, and then for the U.S. 3rd Armor closing the gap there at the Falaise Gap, which was really disastrous for the Germans. Beneficial for the Allies, however. So this is a little bit more randomness. So you're looking at the Western Front of things. You could look at the Allied armies in Normandy. And again, plenty of pictures, especially in that time period. There were plenty. And it talks about the individual vehicles, okay, and the weapon systems. Okay, and then, of course, it gets into the army lists. Now, this is not, I do not believe this has the airborne in there. Even though the airborne were involved in the battles for Normandy in the couple of weeks following the Normandy landings, but I mean, you could buy the Overlord, D-Day book, and that probably would have that there. They also have Market Garden, but again, that's sometime after D-Day. There must have been some reorganization at the divisional level. So this is a British Armored Division Battle Group, okay, and that's forward headquarters unit. That's like if you're dealing with, my guess would be battalion, company level, but if you're doing like platoon, squad level, I don't think you need to go that higher. But again, you have a combat medic, you have a heavy machine gun team, a Piat team, medium mortar team, Okay, and then it'll give you artillery units. So you could have off-board artillery if you wanted. Some cases you could have it on board if you really wanted to. That's up to you. Kind of reminds me of Flames of War in a way, and that's okay. Logistics and support units, supply column, forward air post, okay. And then, of course, air cover, and then British Infantry Division as well. So you can see with the universal carriers, some people call them Bren carriers. All right. And again, lavish with the color photos. I think they're trying to tell you something. It's a subtle hint. I don't blame them. That's beautiful. That's beautifully done, must say. Okay, this is for the American Armored Division Battle Group. Again, forward headquarters. And you see columns of Americans. Now, I'm going to assume that the Free French would be the same organizations as the Americans on this, because they were equipped with American gear and they were organized roughly along American lines. So you could probably get away with doing Free French that way. If you're looking at perhaps like the Belgians, the Poles, the Dutch, then I believe that you probably would do the British organization for that. So again, you can also buy defenses. You can buy armored recovery vehicles. So I mean, there's a lot more in there. There's specialists in there, and of course, you got some of these action shots here. Okay, and I wouldn't expect any less out of it. That's part of what's going on. And again, this is not glamorizing war. I want people to understand that. This is a game, and understand it's like chess in a sense, but it's at a higher level than chess. It's three-dimensional chess. That's how I explain it to people. But it's an opportunity to collect and do the research and paint. And if you end up encountering World War II veterans, of course, hearing their stories, if they want to tell it to you, is also good too. So you can see what's going on there. German Infantry Division Battle Group, also the Luftwaffe Field Division, sorry, I was thinking German there. Okay, German Fallschirmjäger Battle Group as well, so they do take that into account. And of course, they got the German Panzers in there too, and Allied equipment. Okay, and it gives you all the stats. Oops. Yeah, they give you guys all the stats for the Allies as well as the Germans' equipment as well. Okay. Now, if you were to go buy the Market Garden book, then you would need this to help you out for things like the German units here. And then, of course, advertisement for their other expansions, which, again, some of them are available in PDF. Okay. You could also purchase data cards as well. They're not as fancy as compared to like the Flames of War unit cards. This is dealing with vehicles only, but it looks pretty handy on that. And then, of course, at the end, they gotta put in another painting of another unit in there. So yeah, is this worth it? I haven't played, but I'm excited about playing. I think this is going to be awesome. I'm going to try Kursk first. After that, I can go and work with a Normandy fight afterwards. Hey, I hope this review has been beneficial to you guys. If you like the channel, please subscribe. I can always do with more subscribers. And like I said, this is a hobby, and I enjoy this hobby, and I'm very proud of this hobby. You take care. God bless you. Have a good day. Solo Guy out.